Hello, my narcissistic abuse family. I'm back with an update about the toxic duo's latest shenanigans. So, quick briefing. I initiated no contact with these toxic monsters back in August of 2019. So, we're coming up on 2 years now. So all the while they have been behaving like petulant children throwing a tantrum, which is typical to narcissists. Everything has to be on their terms. They always want to have the upper hand. They are control freaks. They always have to control everything because that's what their entire life consists of. They're always trying to manipulate people's perceptions of them, and that entails, they're living a lie, so they want to do damage control all the time so that their true monstrous, heinous, real selves don't shine through, which inevitably they do. So the toxic duo has just been smear campaigning the heck out of me, and I said this in one of my last updates. It really bothered me initially when the enabler, of course, is trying to appeal to my husband. Now, this is a testament to how superficial, phony, and they're disingenuous. I don't know if they changed the word, but their actual relationships are. So the primary narc is my mother, and the enabler, her henchman, sidekick, is my father, and their toxic alliance is so dysfunctional, and this is a testament to how they do not genuinely have a loving, meaningful relationship, because the fact that they think that my husband that I love, he's my best friend, it's preposterous that they even think that they're going to turn him against me, right? Because I was the black sheep. So I am the villain forever. In their minds, they are the perpetual victims. That is the narrative that they will stick to forever till their dying day. I am hurting them. Never mind the heinous treatment that I endured from them, the psychological and emotional abuse, neglect that I endured throughout my childhood. That's irrelevant. It's all about what I am doing to hurt them because they are not getting their way, because I'm robbing them of their grandchildren. This is the narrative that they're going with right now. And I've said, I can't say this enough. As real, genuine, loving, authentic parents that truly care about and genuinely love our kids, it is our job. We are the cycle breakers, and it is our job to protect our beautiful children from these nightmares, because they have absolutely no shame whatsoever. They will go for the easiest target, which is a child. It's absolutely heinous, reprehensible. It's disgusting that narcissists will take supply from wherever they can get it. And children are an easy primary target. So they go for kids, and they want to go for your kids, their grandchildren, right? This is, as grandparents, there's so much to say about this, but I'll just try to summarize it here, as grandparents, they feel like entitled. Narcissists have this deluded mentality that, we are indebted to them because we're their children. We are subservient. And anything good that we do or any accomplishments that we achieve in our life, it's all for them. They have rights to everything in their, again, deluded, disordered minds. They feel entitled. They feel superior. They are condescending to us. Everything we do and say, they've never ever respected us. They never will. It's just the way it is. It's a hard truth, but the sooner we grasp it, better for us. So, all right. I'm getting sidetracked, but here's what happened. So the enabler, of course, sent a text message to Joe, my husband. This is bananas. And as I was saying, last time he did this, it really hurt me. I was like, wow, Joe and I genuinely love each other. This man loves me unconditionally. And now you're trying to take that away from me? Yes. This is something that we have to reconcile, and it's very difficult as a decent, good human being to try to conceive that narcissists are this wicked and awful and evil. They are. They really are. So nothing should surprise you. And this is something that I've finally come to terms with. Nothing surprises me. They will do whatever they can to try to hurt me or to get a reaction from me, because that's the level that they are operating at. They're so miserable and they're so pathetic that they will take supply from eliciting any type of reaction from someone because that makes them feel powerful. So if they can hurt you, then that means that they matter. That's their thinking. It's crazy. But anyway, so Joe has finally blocked them from everything. Blocked their phone numbers, emails, everything. I'm not quite sure why this happened. We tested it too. I was like, I'm going to block my number and see if you get a mess. So I blocked my number on Joe's phone. And I texted him, and it did not go through. So I'm not sure how this happened, but the enabler texted my husband, and he did get the message. Obviously, he didn't respond or anything, but the enabler is a Facebook fanatic, which most narcissists are. Social media is their jam. That's their wheelhouse because they're able to present what they want you to see. They're able to bolster their phony reputation and, support it with evidence like photographs and things like that. So he is famous. I'm not on Facebook myself personally, but I hear about it, and he is famous for posting things about how important family are. And so their latest narrative, as I said, is that they are victims of me, the black sheep, and what I am doing and how angry I am, and that I am robbing them of their grandchildren. P.S. I so much to say about this, but I'll keep it short. Joe and I willingly invited them to be part of our beautiful children's lives, because we really wanted them to have a good relationship. And, something I never had, because obviously this toxicity is generational, but I never had a good relationship with my grandparents, and I was like, this would be so great for them to have, and they failed us miserably. Big surprise, that's what narcs do. If you reconcile in your mind that they will always let you down, they will always disappoint you, you're good. We have to get to the place of indifference. For example, my little one, Josie, is playing softball, and they play a ton of games. Like, their season is nonstop, relentless. So I invited, back when we were still in contact, I invited the enabler to be a part of the app where they, like, post their schedule and they show the locations of their games, whatever. And do you know they came to, like, 2 games? 2 games. And these games are closer to the toxic duo's house than they are to ours. Another example, we had a birthday party for the little one it was clowning around. It was a local, like, kids place way back when she was little. And we invited them. You know, they didn't show up. They were like, oh, well, I didn't think it was a big deal. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, our kids deserve so much better than what these people are bringing to the table. We deserved better, but our kids sure as heck deserve better. And we're in a position where we can look out for their best interests and actually love them and parent them and support them. All right, so as I was saying, the enabler, he is famous for, like, phony Facebook posts, and he loves to repost things. So this is one of those examples. I'll read it to you. It says, any parent using children as a means to control or punish a grandparent is an unhealthy adult damaging their child. He sent that to Joe. Wow. I'm at a good place now that I can just read this stuff, and it's absurd, right? Like, it's just off the reservation. And I'm finally appreciating these people truly are mentally ill. They're completely delusional. They will never, ever, ever take responsibility for their doing. Narcissism is a defense mechanism, essentially, for people that are so severely traumatized or have such deep-rooted emotional issues that they can't face it. So they construct this elaborate persona, this grandiose, larger-than-life ego personality that they stick to, so loyal. Like, they are so committed to this construct that they believe it. So they believe, obviously, that I'm the bad one. Again, same narrative. I'm the black sheep. So I'm the bad one, and I'm depriving them of seeing their grandchildren. It's just insane. So if you're dealing with this, I'm so sorry, but stay the course. You're doing the right thing. Don't question yourself, I promise. And there's light at the end. Like, every single person that has spoken about going no contact, not one, goose egg, none have ever regretted it or had any remorse. So it's the way to go, for sure. It's the best gift that we can give ourselves after enduring all of this abuse and toxicity. And our kids sure as heck deserve to be spared from the toxicity. And rest assured, narcissists, this is another thing I was going to say. Narcissists they're incapable of rehabilitation. They're incapable of changing their behavior. They just do the same thing over and over again. They are the definition of insanity. They just keep repeating the same behaviors, expecting a different result or the desired result that they're seeking. I'm not quite sure. But that's the latest from the toxic duo. They're trying to appeal to my husband to turn him against me or whatever. They're very divisive. I've done a video on this before. That's what narcissists do. So I love you all. We are bumped, we are bruised, but beyond everything else, we are blessed because we have more compassion and kindness than the average person, because we know what it's like to be bullied and abused by our own parents, our own family of origin. So I love you guys. I'll be back soon.